Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Phantom Strategies. So in this morning video review, let's cover Bitcoin real quick. I made a video last night on Litecoin, and at the end of the video I covered Bitcoin, saying that we were in process of breaking this upper trend line, resistance line, sorry, not the trend line, the upper resistance line, and we pierced that. And in that video I kind of mentioned that scenario where a lot of time what happens is like it pierces that resistance line and then it comes right back. So what I mean by that is, like, in that yesterday video I said that we need to make sure we stay over that resistance line, and we need to stay over that moving average, the 50-day moving average. Now, does this mean it was a fake out? No, it's not confirmed yet. Does this loses the case against bull in short term? No, it does not. Bulls still have the momentum. Bulls still have all the support they need in order to make that case toward 12,000 mark. They already, the first resistance was around 11,000. It actually hit right at 11,024, which, as I was saying, that should have happened over the weekend, and now it came in a few days late. That being said, right now we are back underneath that resistance trend line, resistance line that's coming all the way from that 20,000 mark. All right, so this still does not, it's bulls needs to, they really need to come into the market, and they really need to push it, get out of this zone soon, because if they cannot do it soon enough, then a lot of investors who are still debating or still doubting the market will start to sideline their money, and that will definitely bring the price lower to that 10,000 levels, and then the bulls will have to work harder to even come back out of that zone. Okay, so right now it's not too late for bulls to kind of have a case. They have everything set up. They have everything set up for them right now. So last night they pushed it when the Asian market opened up. It had that 11,000 case. I'm seeing the global market are turning positive right now, so those are good things. Yesterday the global market sold off. So if I look at the S&P 500 right now, is trying to regain some of the losses from yesterday. So one thing you want to always keep in mind about global market, something this is really something good to know. Actually, do you see these gaps in the candlesticks, between the candlesticks? Those gaps happen when market opens up higher than it closed. So what I mean by that, there's the overnight, this doesn't represent any trade, it doesn't represent the trading that happened between the market. It just represents the trading based on the futures market. So let's say if the future market dropped, that's why this candlestick right here opened up much lower and there was a gap in between. Now, technically speaking, those gaps, sooner or later, those gaps always get filled. Okay, before in either direction, either on the up direction or down direction, if you see this gap finally got filled. So on the downside, I don't see any gap that are not filled yet. All right, so everything on this trend line, that everything has been filled. The only thing that I see right now that is not filled is on the upside. So that there's a minor gap right here that hasn't been filled yet. That tells me that maybe we might make a run toward that gap, fill that gap, and then maybe consolidate a little bit. But those gaps usually get filled sooner or later. Okay, so I just wanted to bring that up real quick. We don't have that kind of problem in BTC, since it trades throughout the day. So all right, so right now this is the daily. We are sitting again, we are on the daily. We're a little bit underneath that resistance and that 50-day moving average. Let's look at the smaller time frame. Let's look at the so okay, all right, so in this one, as you can see, we broke out, trying to consolidate. So it's not a lost case. I have to tell people, like, you know, I see a lot of amateur traders freak out really soon. They get happy really soon and they get sad really soon. So that happens when you really do trading with your emotions, and it's quite normal for the amateur traders to have those kind of feelings. But the goal is to stop trading like an amateur and start trading like investing like a professional. Okay, so get your emotions out of the equation. Stop thinking about making 5x, 10x, 20x. Start thinking about making a good trade, a trade where you see a good value, a trade where you see, you know your downside risk, and you know there's upside potential. If you take care of your downside risk, guess what? Your upside potential will take care of on its own. All right. So manage those downside risk, and upside will take care of on its own. Let's see. All right. So again, this is like bulls still have a lot of support. There's tremendous amount of support. So if they cannot hold these levels, then that's something I don't. We will have to analyze this whole bull scenario right here, because I'm still bullish for Bitcoin to run toward 12,000 mark, and perhaps that 12,400. This is the case. This is the scenario where they really need to come through. They need to push it through this resistance zone and get out of it. So everything is in their in their favor right now. So let's see if they can. I mean, there are no news that I see as a red flag right now. There is nothing that pops out that, hey, this is a warning sign, and it's should be a red flag. I don't see that. So yeah, they have everything they need right now to make the case and run toward 12,400 or 12,000 mark. The global market, they are staying positive. I hope there is no a major sell-off, and I don't anticipate anything right now. So everything is. If it stays as is, bulls have everything they need to make that run toward 12,000. They already touched that 11,000. We'll keep on calling that in the last couple of videos that it will come to that 11,000 mark. Now the question is if we can really push this day over that trend line, over that resistance line, and pretty much stay over them for the day, and close the day over those lines. All right, that will bring a lot of technical. That will bring a lot of technical alerts will go out, saying that, hey, that we have broken this resistance line and we have closed the day over that. So, and then it will send out a lot of alerts to the investors and the professional traders as well, who always look on. So professional traders, they're always looking at the technicals. They're always looking. They're not going blindfolded. They don't want to. So they are always looking at the this technicals. So once they see this kind of things, they will definitely come and play the game. All right. Let's look at Litecoin real quick. I covered Litecoin yesterday in the video. Okay, so I mentioned that Litecoin, we need to stay over that that 208, 209 zone. We that resist. Let's look at the little bit bigger time frame. So I'm on the 8-hour. So this trend line that's coming from all the way from the that 100 levels that we saw earlier this week. That trend line is significant right now for Litecoin, okay? And that trend line meets exactly at that 208, 209 levels. So if you want to get into a position, or if you're already in the position, this is the level that you want to watch. There's 50-day moving average is also there. So there's a lot of support coming into Litecoin. There could be a trade. There's a potential entry for a trade here at the support level, but you want to be a little bit liberal with your stop losses. You want to be you want to go with a very small positions, because it's just like, you know, a lot of time what happens is, like, you know, if there's an overall market shakes off, it will come down all the way underneath that trend line, and it will like trigger your stop losses, and then you have to get into this position again. So you have to constantly monitor Litecoin in that regard, okay? But it's doing a good job right now. At least it's 9:44 a.m. Eastern. It's doing a good job staying over that. So let's see if it can continue to do so. But yeah, there could be a potential trade here with a small position. Yeah, but like, you know, again, you have to look at your risk levels. You have to really see where it makes sense for you to get in and get out. Okay, all right, so that's all, guys. I will create some more videos, create some more altcoin. I will cover Ethereum in a separate video. It's been a while since we have looked at Ethereum, so I'm gonna have a separate video on Ethereum coming up today. Okay, talk to you soon. Bye.